Kratos is the name of a minor god of strength, who was, ironically considering the way the series eventually goes, an enforcer of Zeus along with his siblings Bia, Force, Zelos, Rivalry, and Nike, Victory. Considering Kratos' stupid level of strength, Dave Jaffe made a right choice in naming him. While the Hydra is classified as a water beast, it was found in lakes and marshes, not the open ocean. Poseidon was not only the god of the sea, but was also the god of storms at sea, so his power up to Kratos basically being Force Lightning makes a fair bit of sense. The Hydra was said to have had 9 heads, and every time one was cut off, 2 would take its place. Hercules killed the Hydra by cutting off each head and cauterizing the neck stump with a torch. Though the main head was impervious to any weapon, he probably just chucked the fucking thing out or something. In God of War, the main head heals the smaller heads and the other heads die when the main one dies. Words cannot describe how wrong this is. Athena is almost always depicted wearing a helmet, so while the design of Athena in the game is wrong, I have to say that it is a good design. Bonus points for a statue actually having an owl, one of Athena's symbols. There were only 3 Gorgons, and Medusa was definitely not their queen. Also, Kratos addresses the gods as Lord, but doesn't address the 2 goddesses he meets as Lady or something of equal respect. No real point there, just an observation. Nothing that I've read depicted the gods as giants. While there may have been one, there was no known Oracle of Athens. In fact, if you type Oracle of Athens in Google, the only reference you'll find is for this game. So if one did exist, I highly doubt she lived in a big-ass temple. Okay, so a few things about the Sirens. First, the Sirens were said to live on a rocky island in the middle of the ocean. And even if you go by the game manual saying that they were sent to the desert to protect the path to Pandora's temple, that doesn't take away the second thing. They were fucking birds. This is the only time the Sirens actually sing in the whole game. Zeus trapped all the Titans, including Kronos, in Tartarus, but chaining a big-ass death temple to Kronos' back works as an effective enough punishment. Plus, the visual is fucking awesome. You know, I'm just gonna put a blanket 5 strikes for all the bullshit machinery that couldn't possibly exist in this time period. Artemis was known for using a bow, not a giant sword. Also, she didn't participate in the Titanwalkie because she wasn't born yet.
I offer you the very blade I used to slay a titan.
For fuck's sake, they couldn't have at least had Cerberus guarding the trials of Hades? Is this actually Poseidon's trident or some sort of magical replica? They never explain it, and I don't think he has it later in the series. If it is, I don't think just having Poseidon's trident allows you to breathe underwater. The Naiads are water spirits primarily found in springs and rivers, and they have nothing to do with Poseidon. Why the fuck are they here? Nereids are said to be consorts of Poseidon, but the game specifically says that the Naiads are his daughters. Also, they spelled Naiads wrong. They actually included Poseidon's wife, Amphitrite, in this. I'm kinda surprised. Did you know? Amphitrite was the eldest of the 50 Nereids, so according to this game, Poseidon apparently married his own daughter. Not only is it incest, it's a fucking time paradox. The centaurs are actually pretty on point here. Writings point to there only ever being one Minotaur, so 1 strike for all the ones Kratos slaughtered up until this point. That being the one Theseus fought in the labyrinth on Crete. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't 20 feet tall, covered in steampunk armor, and could breathe fire. How in the righteous fuck they got this design, I have no idea. Ancient Greek radio. Hades is often depicted as a satanic analog, despite the fact that the popular image of Satan is actually based on Pan. This is wildly inaccurate, as Hades is not depicted as particularly evil, and is in fact the least assholeish of his brothers. This design makes no sense. Wow, just fucking wow. This is probably the most accurate depiction of Harpies I've ever seen. Bonus points for that. Ares is the patron god of Sparta, so Kratos making a deal with him makes sense. I like to think the name of the final area of Pandora's Temple is a reference to H.P. Lovecraft's story At the Mountains of Madness. This has nothing to do with Greek mythology, I just think it's cool. According to developer commentary, Kratos was supposed to fight a boss that was a phoenix vulture type thing in the final stretch before getting to Pandora's box. Well, that wouldn't have made any sense. It would have been awesome. I really don't think the oracles could curse people like this. Again, Hades has nothing to do with hell. Why do people keep depicting it like this? When Disney has a more accurate version of the underworld, you are doing something wrong. The pillars of Hades are a bitch. That has nothing to do with mythology. It pisses me off. Fuck whoever designed this part with a long metal dick. You don't encounter one single Cerberus in Hades. That's just fucking stupid.
Your final lesson is at hand.
Fucking what?
Flesh that burns, bones that break. But to break a man's spirit is to truly destroy him.
Well, it seems a bit cruel for its taste. You'd think this type of psychological warfare, forcing Kratos to relive his family's murder, would be more Athena's thing, not Ares. Okay, so I decided to leave this one for last since it's the main MacGuffin of the game. So, Pandora's Box. Just damn near everything about it. Pandora's Box was a punishment for mankind after Prometheus stole fire from Olympus. It was not a weapon. It was said to hold all the evils known to man, not god-killing superpowers that make you grow like a monster in Power Rangers. I seriously doubt the box, or jar in the earliest versions of the myth, was so fucking big and heavy that super strong uber badass Kratos had to struggle just to move it. Unless Pandora bench pressed giant boulders in her spare time. Also, didn't Pandora release all the evils from the box? Why is the box still full? Did Zeus put it all back after fucking with the humans? Well, that was fun for a while. Guess I should put all this shit back just in case one of us goes rogue and we need a really pissed off mortal to use this thing to kill him for us. I think Zeus may have gotten into Dionysus' wine a little bit too much when he came up with this plan.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.